All right. Hello, both of you. I hope you're doing so well. I know you know me. My name is Dariana Mullen, and I'm the current president of the game. It is so wonderful to have you both here. I believe you know what's happening. We're having a little bit of a day, a little bit of a discussion over something that's been widely debated, which is the flat Earth topic. Yeah. So what we're gonna do, I'll go over the outline of debate a little bit later. Let's start with introductions. Yeah. We're gonna start with England, right? That's represented by Nicole B. Give a little introduction of who you are and what you're representing.
Hi, my name is Sophie Windsor from Essex. I'm so excited to be here today. I've been doing lots of research, Wikipedia, NASA, YouTube, and I am ready to talk about the round Earth. As the Beatles said, because the world is round, it turns me on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We're going to head over to Ireland, represented by Jack. A little introduction and talk about what you're going to be speaking about in this discussion.
We're gonna shift things over to a different type of music for this one. Now, hello folks. My name is Mr. McTwinkie O'Reilly, and I am an Irelander. Not a Northern Irelander, no. Not those blubbered drunks up north, no. Also, I'd like to get it out there, because I know there's a lot of speculation, but I am not a leprechaun. No relation to the leprechauns. And I was smoking on me four-leaf clover pipe the other day, and I was thinking about our big, great green disc. And it's hard for me to say out loud because we're so outnumbered, but I am a flat earther. And this is sort of like me coming out, so thank you for having me on today. I appreciate it.
Wow. Thank you so much for that. We're going to take a quick pause.
Quick pause. Forgot to add Kelly. Kelly wanted to watch.
Welcome, Kelly.
Kelly, you here? Can you hear me, love?
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. I'm absolutely buzzing to have you here.
Kelly, I'd like to catch you up a little. Because the other people have heard my coming out, I wanted to come out to you officially. I am a flat earther.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Your support.
Right. And I'm the voice of reason, you know.
Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it civil.
Yeah. So sorry.
All right. Before we begin, I'm going to give the layout of the debate. We're going to start with one side, the other side, a rebuttal, another rebuttal, and the final statements. Listen, I'm the president of the game. I'm the big honcho, the big kahuna. I didn't get there by having long-winded arguments. We're concise, we're to the point, and we're not too friendly. Yeah? So before we begin, I would like you to place your hand over your heart as I sing the national anthem of the game. Join in if you know. Old MacDonald had a farm. I give him a titty, trying to keep him calm. I'm just trying to turn up in the country.
Just turn up
I'm in the city because they ain't got lawns. Suck a beep dick or something. E-I-O. Shitting on these bitches, only thing I know. Tipping on his stick. I see the chickens and the pigs. They want to catch us riding dirty with them fiends. I know.
I know. Amen.
All right, so we're going to begin with one side of the argument, and I'm going to begin with Nicole on the England side. You're going to give your side of it. Let's keep it quick. Pass me timing you, and you begin whenever you are ready.
All right, thank you so much. First, I'd like to just start off my argument by saying that I've got pretty much every voice of reason, every scientist on my side. We do have NASA. We have pretty much every major space organization can attest to the fact that the Earth is round. Another thing I'd like to say is that a little phrase we have over in England is that the sun never set on the British Empire. And I just want to take a minute to really reflect on that phrase and what that means to me. And it means that at any given point, the sun is always up. Now, I know it can be nighttime sometimes, so how do you explain that if the Earth is flat? If we've got the sun shining on everything at the same time, how is it that nighttime even occurs if the sun never set on the British Empire? Now, I do have a little slideshow. Do you mind if I share my screen. Is that possible? All right, I think I'll just do it then. Thank you. All right. The slideshow basically is that you know, it's round, love, and here's some photographic evidence. Do you see it? That's a real picture they took. They went right on up in space, and that looks like a bloody circle to me. Now, if the Earth was flat, right, we would have seen a James Bond movie about it. He would have tried to go right on off the edge, and I didn't see that. I didn't see a bloody movie where James Bond went over the edge of the Earth. All right, now I do have a testimonial from the most reputable source on the planet, Mary Poppins. Look at what she said. She's up in the clouds, and she told me, looks round to me, and I believe her. I really do. So that's what I got to say. Obviously, our Earth is round.
Wow. Thank you so much. I love the way you talk. It's like you never know where the sentence is going, and it is thrilling. I am horny. Let's throw it over to Jack from Ireland. Go right ahead whenever you're ready, my dear.
Thank you. First, I kind of think it's a little insulting that you are debunking my culture. So I just want you to keep that in mind, Nicole, as we continue on. Sophia, excuse me. So one point yet you make is that the sun never sets on the English Empire. As I remember, the English Empire is about wee big now. I have a map if you'd like to show how small the English Empire is compared to Ireland, if you wouldn't mind me showing that to you. Here we go. As you can see, Ireland takes up about half of Europe. You know that's true. Where is England? Oh, I think I see a little sliver there right behind Dublin. Don't you see that? So, the sun has set on the English Empire, love, as you say back in England. I'd also like to point out that you are implying, one second, let me unshare my screen. You are implying that the Earth does not rotate. The Earth does rotate, hon. It does. It does. It's a disc and it rotates. It rotates like a frisbee. So, the sun does set on this world, just pointing that out. The other thing I'd like to point out is that, is that when the asteroid hit Earth, it flattened it. And all of the dinosaurs fell off the Earth. That's why they aren't on the Earth anymore. So even though you think that the sun didn't set on the empire, it did, and the dinosaurs did fall off, I'd also like to add that if the Earth is round, where did all the ice go? Where did all the ice go? During the Ice Age, it fell off. I'd just like to point those few things out. There were little missteps that you had in your argument. Thank you, Miss Dariana, Madam President.
Thank you so much. Let me just say, I love mint, and I know you do that. It is so spicy, and I love it. Thank you so much for both of your arguments. I appreciate them very much. We're going to go into the rebuttals, and we're going to head on over to England. Take it away, Nicole.
Well, thank you so much. I did listen to your argument. I thought it was a little cheeky that you thought you could make fun of the UK. I mean, honestly, how are your little potatoes over there in Ireland? All right, at least I got bangers in my mash. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Hey, I got plenty of bangers in my mash, you bitch.
We will not be We will not be interrupting.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, I do want to say, I was prepared for a rebuttal, so I did bring in a little cheeky guest speaker. All right, and I'm really excited for him to come and introduce himself. He's an expert testimonial, and his name is little Benny, Dr. Benny Cumberbatch. Say hello. Oh, Benny, say hi to everyone. Hello, thank you so much for inviting me. Benny, can you tell us a little bit about your job? Thank you so much for asking. I'm an astronaut. An astronaut? So you would know for a fact whether or not the Earth is round or flat, right? Yes, that's about correct. All right, so Dr. Cumberbatch, you went to space, and what did you see? I'd like to say this extra loud and clear. I did see a round Earth. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That's all we need to hear. No further questions. So you've heard it here. We've had an expert testimonial. We've seen the pictures. We've seen NASA. I just think it's highly unlikely that all these educated individuals, right, are lying to us. How many conspiracy theories? How are we able to even flesh out? You know, this one we've got substantive photographic evidence of a round Earth. And that's what I'd like to say. Thank you.
Very interesting.
Thank you so much. We're going to throw it over to.
Yeah, so, funny enough, I too brought in an expert, and he's hiding out a little here, so let me get him. He's a little shy. Come on out. Oh, where'd you go? 1 second.
Oh, God.
Oh, there you are. There you are. Oh, don't be shy. Don't be shy, love. Okay, here he comes. Here he comes. All right. Please welcome to the stage, to the convention, Mr. Flat Stanley. Oh, say hello, Flat Stanley. Hello, everybody. It's nice to see. Ooh. Well, aren't you a fine thing, Madam President? Now, Flat Stanley, now be nice, yeah, not here. Oh, no, stop, no licking, no licking. Apologies, Madam President. Now, Flat Stanley, I believe you had a graphic you wanted to show everybody, isn't that right? Oh, yes, that is all right. I wanted to show everybody my favorite thing in the world, next to Madam President. Stop that. 1 moment. So, as you can see, in this image right here, that you see a sun, you see a rainbow. Don't you see the rainbow, everybody? Now, in that rainbow, you see how there's an invisible part of the rainbow? Yeah, that's because it doesn't exist. Some people think rainbows are round, but they aren't. They have a starting point and an ending point. And as an Irelander, I know that because there's pots of gold at the end of them. So, invisible is fake. Rainbows are arcs, not circles. Wow. Really, really important stuff, Flat Stanley. I also wanted to take a little peek and ask a few questions at Ben Cumberbatch, if he wouldn't mind.
All right, let me go get him back for a cheeky second. All right. Hello. He's all right. He's back. Thank you.
Hello, Ben.
Hello.
So I want to ask you a few questions about this scientific data that you have. So my question is, based on the convention in Raleigh, North Carolina that was held in 2017, I wanted to ask you, if you've never been to space, how do you know that the Earth is round?
Well, I suppose you just have to take my word for it. But I've been, and many other scientists have been, and when you examine the laws of physics and gravity and look at the waves and the way the water moves, it all just sort of makes sense. I mean, don't you think we would have seen the edge by now if the Earth was flat? I think he's making a great point. Maybe want to jot that down.
Okay.
All right, let's keep the rebuttals quick. We're gonna stop now because I'm getting 1 second. Yeah. No, wait.
She got next.
Sorry. Does anyone have Hulu Plus?
I have Hulu Plus.
Okay, because if you could just let me know after that. Okay. We're gonna go into conclusions. I would like you to speak exclusively through your sock puppet. Don't get it twisted. Bring it out.
Sorry, come on back, Dr. Ben. Thank you.
We're going to keep this quick, and I want you to end your conclusion, which should be a summation of your argument and your rebuttals against your opponent, with a word that can be used to describe onomatopoeia. Bang, pow, and I want you to do it with a lot of joy and energy. We're going to go back to England. Go right ahead.
Is that it, England?
I think that's all we're allowed to do, isn't it?
No, you're going to give your argument and end it with a word.
Oh, well, I just gave him a little start, but
Right,
I
right ahead.
he didn't understand it. Thank you. Give me one more go. Thank you so much. I think what we're going to talk about here is basically that we've got, excuse me, I'd let him talk. What I wanted to say before I was so rudely interrupted by my guest is that clearly I went to school for multiple years, as did many men and women of science. And we need to take their words for it. We trust science. Science is good. Science is right. Science has brought us medicine and infrastructure and all the goodness we have today. And I think it's important that we understand that people who have studied this for years and years and have taken photos and verified with their own eyes, multiple people, for decades now. We need to trust and understand that our Earth is flat, round. Conversely, if our Earth was flat, we would know at this point we have traversed so much of our planet that we would have seen the edge. And in conclusion, back to my monopia, where I look at our beautiful globe and I said, wow, thank you.
A wonderful choice, a wonderful conclusion. We're going to head over to Ireland. Jack, take it away.
Thank you. So, all I got to say is that if you really haven't seen it for yourself, how can you believe that it's there? As the wise words of Mr. Wonka once said, it must be believed to be seen. Also, I'd want to bring our attention to a woman named Amelia Earhart. Where did she go? We have searched the ocean blue. We have searched the globe for her. The only plausible explanation is that she has flown out of our atmosphere into the great beyond. Also, we know that if the Earth is round, that the center of the Earth is a core of magma, leaving no room for a hell. But if you're saying that, then where do gingers like this guy go? Where do they go? There has to be a hell below, and that's why the Earth is flat. And I have one last thing, and I apologize for going too far over. I've pasted some lyrics in the chat, and I have one final conclusion for you. All the time I look around, looking at the Earth, and I know for a fact that the Earth is flat. Columbus sailed the sea to bring land to you and me, and he would have sailed around if he knew the world was flat. And I don't think you think it's round, but evidence is sound, and you're just to go from X's who doesn't get the message.
Thank you both so much. This felt like a fever dream from beginning to end. I have nothing else to say. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye, love. Cheerio.
Have a great